Hey guys, this is Elias with Softly, and today I'm going to show you how to import MetaBox custom fields directly from Google Sheets using WPL import. Now guys, to get started, let's just go here to Google Sheets so we can get our file. Now to do that, let's click on the share button, and we're going to change the general access from restricted to anyone with the link. Now I'm going to click on the copy link button, right, and go back to WPL import, where we're going to select download a file from URL, paste our URL here, download that file, and WPL import will just fetch our data, right? And here I'm going to select the post type we're going to import, which in this case is this restaurants one. Now we're going to create new restaurants for each record in this data file. So I'm going to continue to step 2. And here is our data. We have 1200 rows, which means that we have 1200 restaurants to be imported. Now this is all of the data we have. So all of this is looking good. So I'm going to click on the continue to step 3 button. And here I'm just going to start dragging and dropping some stuff here in the import fields. And you can do that by clicking on the element you want to add and dropping it in the field you want that element to go. So this is the name of the restaurant, so I'm gonna use that to be the title. And here we have the description, so that's it. You can even hit preview, and there you go. You have the title and the description looking good. Now here for the images, I'm gonna use this featured image element because we have an image advanced field here in the MetaBox add-on. In fact, I'm gonna show you guys right now. We have here custom fields in MetaBox. Restaurants info, and here is our here is the gallery field, which is an image advanced field, right? So we're not gonna use this gallery element here in the images section. We're only gonna use the featured image element. Now I'm gonna drag and drop that here, and I'm gonna click preview just to make sure that our image can be downloaded. I'm gonna run the test. So WPL import attempts to download that, and the test is successful. So I'm going to dismiss this and continue. I'm going to make sure that this option is enabled, that the one that says set the first image to the featured image. So that's the case. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to skip the whole custom fields section because all of the fields we have created, we have them with MetaBox. So to be able to import those, we're going to use the MetaBox import add-on. Now, if I open this up, you will see this restaurants info, which is the field group we created for our fields. So I'm going to enable that so WPL import can fetch all of those fields. And here we just need to drag and drop the info from the right panel field into the fields we want those elements to go, like we did here with these elements. So let's start with the map address. So here, then the street. Countries here, state, where is it? Here it is. Cool, then the city and the neighborhood. Cool. Now guys, here for the opening time, you can select a value from here, but that will mean that all 1200 restaurants will have the same one. And we do have a value for the opening time here, so I'm gonna drag and drop that. And WPL import will use the str2time function to translate whatever time format you have into something that's readable by MetaBox. Now I'm going to do the same with the closing time, and we're going to do the same with this open things field, which as you can see is a date picker. Again, you can select the value here, but we're going to use this open things element, and again WPL import will use the str2time function to translate that to whatever MetaBox is using. Now for this rating element, we have here these values, and we could select one from here, but that will mean that all 1200 restaurants will have this value. So if I set this up to be 5 stars, well, there will be some really crappy restaurants that will have 5 stars, and we don't want that, right? And just for the record, guys, these are fictional restaurants, so not to worry here. Now, to be able to import this rating element, which I will show you here, how this actually looks right here, right? We have a label and a value, and the value is this one right here, and this is as per the MetaBox structure, guys, right? So we assign a value, which is this number, and then we write down a label. So this is what we're looking here, right? So for example, this rating element, has a 5 value, and this means 5 stars, right? So I'm gonna select set with XPath and drag and drop the element like so. Now for the cuisine, we could select a value from here, like I said before, but I'm gonna set this with XPath, and here's the cuisine. Now for the dress code, same situation, guys. You could select the value from here, but we're gonna do this dynamically with XPath. So I'm gonna look for my dress code element, which is here, and then the chef's name, phone number, website, and finally we're here in our gallery element, which Metabox doesn't really have a gallery element, but you can use the image advanced field, which works pretty much the same way, right? Image advanced. So let's do that. Here we have our gallery element. And if I zoom in here, you can see we are using a comma to separate the different images. So we need to tell WPL import that too. I'm gonna say here, WPL import, please separate the elements using a comma, and WPL import will do just that. Now, I'm gonna enable this option that says search through the media library for existing images before importing new images. And guys, what this means is that WPL import will double check each image as it's downloaded, so it won't end up downloading a bunch of duplicates, right? So if WPL imports will download an image and that image already exists in your site, it will use that image instead. I'm gonna match this by URL and continue. Here it is, it's good. Then for the price range, again guys, we have the same situation here. We have a value and a label, and I'm gonna set this with XPath, and here is the element we want to use, this expense one. Now for the average price, I'm gonna drag and drop that. And here for the recommended dishes, guys, this is a clonable group. I'm gonna show you right here. This is a clonable group, right? It's a group and it's clonable. And if you go here to restaurants, let me add a new one so you can see what it means. We have here the different fields, but the one I'm looking for is here in the menu tab. And you can see this recommended dishes group have a name, a description, and a price. And if I click on the add more button, it will keep cloning this group of fields infinitely, right? So this is pretty cool, but here in our import file, we have, here it is, right? We have here menu name 1, menu description 1, menu price 1, menu name 2, 2, and 2, right? So this is a fixed number of repeating elements because I know for a fact that all of these 1,200 restaurants only have 2 recommended dishes, which are these columns right here. You can see 3 for the first one and 3 for the second one, and then we no longer have any other recommended dishes. So it's a fixed number of recommended dishes per restaurant. So I'm gonna add 2 rows here, and I'm gonna drag and drop the menu name 1 here, menu description 1 here, and menu price 1 here, and then do the same with the second one. So description 2 here and price 2 here. And with this WPL import, we'll add only 2 subgroups, right, for the recommended dishes. Now, for this next field, which is the reviews, we have a slight different approach on the clonable group thing. So let me show you guys. Here we have the reviews tab, and here we have a clonable group, which is pretty much the same. It just changes a bit on the fields it's using, right? But it's the same situation. We have a clonable group, and you can add as many as you want. But in our file, you can see the review name has multiple values, same with the comment and the rating, and those values are separated with pipes. So this guy, Aaron Turner, right, he wrote this comment and he left this rating. And this one right here, Alison Mayer, she wrote this review, this comment, and she left this review rating. Now, if I go here, you can see we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different reviews. And if I go here to the next record, you can see we have, well, a bunch more, like what, 7? Yeah, so this is a variable number of repeating elements. So the way we import this is using the variable CSV mode. Now for variable, we have the variable XML, which well, it's for XML files, right? And the second one is for CSV. Now this is more for spreadsheet instead of CSV, because you can use this variable CSV mode with Excel, CSV, Google Sheets, OneDrive, and pretty much anything that has a spreadsheet like layout. So yeah, let's use this one, and I'm gonna drag and drop the different values I need, which are here: review name, then review comment, and for the rating, same situation here, guys. I'm gonna set this with XPath and drag and drop that. Then I'm gonna make sure that this operator character is the same we have here, and that's the case. We have here pipes, and here we have a pipe too. And then I'm gonna ignore blank fields, and if you hover on the question mark, it says if the value of the element or column your file is blank, it will be ignored. Use this option when some records in your file have a different number of repeating elements than others. Now, this is our case, so I'm gonna leave that enabled. And there you go, guys. We have everything covered in the MetaBox add-on section. So let's scroll down a little bit and open up these taxonomies. So I'm gonna enable the cuisine, drag and drop that here. Then the booking speed, which is, all right, here it is. Cool. And then the availability, which is right here. Cool. And with this, we can just continue to step 4. And here in step 4, we need to choose a unique identifier. And that unique identifier, guys, it's basically a way that WPL import has to tell one record apart from the other. You can read this text if you want to know more about that, but if you don't want to overthink this too much, you can just click on the auto detect button and WPL import will take care of that for you. Now these settings, they are pretty much self-explanatory if you read them, but you can hover on the question mark and it will give you more details about what this option does. Or you can always contact our support team if you want to know more about this. Right now, guys, for these scheduling options, you can just go to our website to know more, but it basically means that you can schedule this import to run automatically using either the automatic scheduling service or cron jobs with the manual scheduling. Now, for the automatic scheduling, you can just click here on the whatever days you want to run this import on, select a time, and WPL import will run on this schedule. And this is pretty cool because you can keep your data updated, because maybe the restaurants have new reviews or the rating change or whatever, or maybe some of them are closed, and if they are closed, you can, well, remove them using this feature or whatever. But this is a paid service, guys, and you don't need to really subscribe to it if you don't want to. You can use cron jobs, which are free, and here's the documentation on how to run cron jobs if you're interested in that. For now, let's just close this up, continue here, and run our import. Now, this is going to take a minute or two while WPL import downloads all of the images, so I'm going to pause the video here and come back when it's ready. Alright, guys, so WPL import says it's finished importing our restaurants, so let's see if that's true. And there you go, guys, we have 1200 restaurants, which is great because this is the number of restaurants we expected. And yeah, let's maybe take a peek here in the front end where we have this beautiful website. And there you go, guys. Here is all of the data. Maybe let's open some of them. Let's open this one up. So we have here an image, the title, then we have the star rating, the average price, the cuisine, the open sinks field, the description, the 2 different taxonomies. Here we have some other custom fields like the address, neighborhood, open and close at, price, cuisine. Then we have our gallery, which is always a great sign, and this is looking real nice. Then we have the recommended dishes, and as you can see, we have the title, the price, and the description. It's good. The map address and the different reviews, which is great. Now let's take a peek here in the restaurant page where we have the title, description, and the different taxonomies, right? The featured image, these simple text fields, the opening and closing times, the open sinks field, this rating, the cuisine. Yeah, guys, it seems like everything is looking good. Here are our media gallery, which, remember, guys, this is an image advanced field. And then here the menu, we have the different fields and the cloneable group we used with the fixed mode. It's looking good. And also the reviews are looking great. So there you have it, guys. That's how you import MetaBox custom fields directly from Google Sheets using WP All Import and the MetaBox import add-on. Now guys, if you want to know more about how to import or maybe export other MetaBox data, or if you're using Jet Engine or ACF to handle your custom fields, or maybe you want to export WooCommerce orders, products, and whatnot, just check out the other videos in our channel, check out our docs at wpallimport.com, and see you next time.